Here's a question. What do you think my opponent is pressing on their controller when they're moving towards me? Are they double tapping forward twice, or tapping the dash button once for each dash? If you guessed the second, you are absolutely correct. It makes sense, right? Why not move forward by pressing one button instead of two? You'd be just as surprised as I am then to learn that a lot of players still don't have the dash button bound to their controller. This video is for those players, and I want to start out by saying, I get it, I do. If you've been playing Strive for a while without using this feature, you're going to need to get used to moving around with it, and it might mess up your muscle memory, and you might even need to reconfigure your button layout. However, I'm here to tell you that you should do it anyways, and it'll be 100% worth it in the end. There's three main selling points to the dash button that I want to share. The first is that zoners in Strive are balanced around the dash button, so without using it, you will never, and I repeat never, beat a good Axel or Happy Chaos player. To beat a zoner in Strive, the main type of movement you want to do are repeated micro dashes by tapping the dash button, and then holding back or down back to block. Why is this so good? Strive is unique in that you can block at any moment during your dash. By moving like this, you dash a little bit forward if the Axel or Happy Chaos don't attack you, and block safely if they do use an attack. This movement is extremely hard to do if you're double tapping forward twice to dash. You need to double tap forward and then hold back right after you tap forward, and then immediately double tap forward again, and then tap backwards again. Not only would you be doing this slower than if you just used the dash button, you'd also be opening yourself up to getting hit by an attack because you're spending more time not holding backwards to block. As someone who plays in a lot of tournaments with Axel, I can tell when my opponent doesn't have the dash button on their controller. Because they can't do micro dashes, they usually do really long dashes and get hit non-stop by jumping slash and crouching heavy slash as they're trying to move forward. If you don't use the dash button, you're never going to beat a good Axel or Happy Chaos player. The second key reason to using the dash button is that it will make different techniques using Roman cancel easier. This is especially important for characters like Nagoriyuki or Potemkin who can't dash, because these are techniques using Roman cancel that allow you to suddenly move across the screen. For example, a common technique with Nagoriyuki is to use a forward dash blue Roman cancel, that is, a blue Roman cancel you get by tapping dash, and then Roman cancel immediately after, and then immediately canceling into Beyblade, so you carry the forward momentum from the Roman cancel into the special move to get your pressure started from super far away. Potemkin can grab from longer ranges by first using Hammer Fall, canceling into a forward dash purple Roman cancel, and then canceling that Roman cancel immediately into Potemkin Buster. These techniques are much easier to do if you use the dash button. As an Axel player, I also heavily use the dash button for techniques involving Roman cancel. A common technique that Axels will go for when their opponent is in the corner is to do an instant overhead jumping heavy slash, and then canceling it into a blue Roman cancel going down, and then inputting Axel Bomber to connect the combo. However, to get that blue Roman cancel, I need to immediately cancel my jumping heavy slash into a forward dash, and then I need to get a downwards blue Roman cancel, so I need to sort of input a dash down right after the forward dash. I am never going to land this technique if I try to double tap forward from jumping heavy slash, and then trying to double tap down right after, and then hitting Roman cancel after. With the dash button, these difficult techniques become a lot easier. The third key reason to using the dash button is that it'll be easier to backdash on defense. Backdashing can be done by holding back and tapping the dash button. Your character is invincible at the start of the backdash and can only be hit once they're recovering from it. This makes it a great option to avoid common block strings and avoid both strikes and throws in certain situations. It's better to backdash using the dash button because it's easier to react to certain situations by simply tapping the dash button when you're already holding backwards to block. It's also super easy to time a backdash after you get knocked down because you can simply spam the button while holding backwards instead of trying to precisely double tap the back direction twice as you're getting up. There are a lot more ways to using the dash button, but these are the three key basic reasons I think you should have this bound to your controller if you don't already. Let me know what you think in the comments, or if you want to talk about this live. I stream every week and my schedule is posted every Monday on Twitter. Links down in the description. This is Remy, signing off.